All right, ladies and gentlemen, all you wonderful people out there in the crowd, it is time, chat. It is time for the big bang, everyone. After 6 weeks of sweat and 6 weeks of pain, we are here with our top 8 season finale, the last day in the arena, and today we, every single one out there, we are gonna crown a new arena champion. And on the mic we have my boy, my better half, Aquaman, blessing us with his presence. What's up, my baby?
What's going on, everyone? Glad to be back in the arena for the finale once more here in season number 6. We are down to 6 remaining in this bracket with an awful lot on the line. I'm always excited to be here. I hope you guys are. It's finale day, baby. It's going down.
This is gonna be a generational one, chat, because we have so many incredible players in today's bracket. There is so much on the line as well. Aqua, you know it, every single one. They are trying to get that top 1 placement, you know, for the big boy payout. But of course, that's not gonna be easy, because once again, the reminder for everyone who's maybe even seeing this year for the first time, more than 660 players competed here in Season 6, Aqua. And only the last remaining warriors made it into this final bracket. We saw an insane top 64 on Monday, incredible top 32 on Tuesday, that top 16 yesterday with Destroyer. Absolute banger in my opinion.
You're saying this is a 4-day finale that these players have been playing through, grinding and grueling their way through. Players that we're going to see in this bracket that have had to make incredible runs a couple of matches at a time across days. This has been an absolute battle, a triathlon, as it were, to get to this finale for these players, that's for sure.
Definitely not easy. I mean, 4 days back-to-back finals when you have to compete versus the best of the best international matchups. I mean, we not only have EU competing, we have Middle East, we have NA East, NA West. Like, literally, this is not easy. Maybe the hardest bracket to conquer in MK1's history. But let's take a look at our last remaining warriors, because Aquaman, we have to talk, and you know why. There were some upsets here before we booted up the stream in the lower side of the bracket, because one of our titans got kicked out by the new blood, Aqua. YUVILITY, what did he do?
He's fallen. He won. And from the looks of it, they're
You might be right. Yeah, you might be onto something.
But on top of that, he, I mean, sent shockwaves through the competitive atmosphere during the countdown of this finale. Everyone was like, what happened? Faisal, one of your final combatants, one of the best in the world, falling from the top of Mount Olympus at the hands of YUVILITY. I mean, gotten gripped by those leatherful gloves of Homelander, I think is what happened there on the loser side rip before we went live here. Oh, yeah. As I'm sure others may fall victim to as well.
Of course, interesting as well, Aqua. HONEYBEE, the last NA player. I made some maths here before the stream started. We had more than 320 NA players in Season 6. And HONEYBEE is literally the last one. The last man standing.
Congratulations, HONEYBEE. Thank you. This commentary is going to be a little bit biased. Go, HONEYBEE.
You have to be, Aqua, at this point.
But doing also some quick math here live, Rip, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that means that there is almost a 50-50 split in the arena between NA and EU abroad.
That is right. Yes, that is a good point. NA, really here in these last 2 seasons, we got so many NA signups. And of course, we love to see it because I'm a big fan of these international showdowns. Let's be honest, Aqua, we know it. Rough for the players sometimes, but it is so beautiful to watch. Super hype. So just like that, everyone out there at home, welcome to the arena. But are you ready? Do you need a drink or maybe a few snacks? Are we good to go?
I mean, I'm good. I'm good. I don't know about you.
Do you think I can unleash this lineup to the first 2 players? Okay, we are just going to do it. Chat, sit down. This is going to be a good one. Welcome to our first 2 warriors, and it is going to be a SINDEL mirror match. And not any SINDEL mirror, Aqua. We are watching the 2
Hope you brought your earplugs.
The 2 strongest SINDEL mains in Europe. I'm talking about KITANAKAHN and I'm talking about Val, and this is going to be interesting because both of them, even though they play the same main character, they have a complete different game plan. Val, known for that SINDEL tremor. Aqua, you've seen it as well. So fun to watch, so oppressive once he gets started. But versus a player like KITANAKAHN, not easy to pull off.
Absolutely. I mean, just seeing Val yesterday breaking out a couple of different cameos. That's the Pharah that has been set loose upon all of us here in Mortal Kombat 1. Jumping on the back, you were talking about hit advantage, restands into straight 50-50s, a very scary team. And then the Tremor, that the usage of Aftershock and other things that people are just not ready for. That has been one of my favorite things to watch here in the arena so far, has been Val's implementation of Tremor with the Scream Queen. Look at the outfits. We're getting locked and loaded here. And backed up. Whoa. Ooh.
And look at our community already going crazy. L3 stat, thank you so much. Lidwin in the chat as well with the Prime Love. And now we're diving in. KITANAKAHN versus Val. Match number 1. Who is gonna take it?
Already a surprise. Picking cameo here, Motaro Sindel. You want to talk about a team that might be trying to play the long game and the keep away game? I think that's on the back of KITANAKAHN right now.
Motaro is such a great cameo at this point, Aqua, you know, but allows you to play the little bit lame game with that far teleport, but can be so clutch.
Hey, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Probably #1 in annoyance in Mortal Kombat right now. When it comes to Motaro, anything in the far teleport completely set the game. Very hard to punish for any team and composition, really, at the end of the day. And then you're backed up by the plus frames there. And the double sniper full screen. It's going to be a lot about this matchup is all about. The really quick specials.
That low poke, so decent. It is basically a half-screen poke. And here we see it already. Just trying to get away from that potential Tremor pressure.
First time seeing this too, and I'm wondering if that's hit confirmable with the Scream, with a close Motaro, if he's waiting for the up and hit confirming that to keep it safe. Nasty work being established so far early on by KITANAKAHN.
Very decent block on that overhead as well. Here's the opening. Immediate break from Val.
Oh, it's sniped out of the air, KITANAKAHN. Using that back to like another one of the specials in the tool. Bomb running the jump-ins, ends the string. Val looking for a turn to steal. Tremor's loaded right now, doesn't fall for the low though. Not overcommitting is Val though. Got to grab out of the pressure.
What
corner,
is
tries to float.
Trying to float shimmy, Aqua. Did you see that?
Airsies? The air shimmy? I've never seen an air shimmy attempt before in my life, but we just witnessed it.
I've never seen that before as well. 3 seconds back-to-back throws, but Val, not enough HP here to bring this back. KITANAKAHN with the first round. This felt like an entire match already, Aqua.
It has. No big hits. The sequences so far, it's been very solid block sequences from both there, surviving the Tremor multiple times. Just been a projectile war here in this one. Goes underneath it just to get up blocked.
Sweaty. Oh, that is a burger right there. 35% right to the kisser and more pressure. Val, you better don't get shimmied over there in the corner.
And how susceptible are you to throw while Motaro is ever so present, holding plus frames on the hand, says the Queen. Which one is sniped out of the air?
No, this is already insane. Aqua, we have close to 700 people in the crowd, and this is literally round number 1 of our match here. Guys, welcome. Floating right over. I love the way they're dodging these projectiles left and right. Feels like we're in the Matrix.
Oh, and it was just a Tremor swap on him there. It's just kind of check. Oh, mind games of is he going to send that Tremor call or not? This is going to be a punish Val. Off the fatal blow can be enough for the kill. Mayhaps here Motaro does take some of that health. I think this is going to be enough. One of the only downsides to Motaro now with his stocks being through the roof is that he does take some of that health of yours.
And Val tying it up. They are still fighting for this first match. And that's exactly what I expected, to be honest. Both of them. One of the strongest players we have in Europe. And I think we can see it here in the gameplay as well.
Still game number 1. Underneath into an active projectile there. It's a jungle gym in this matchup. And was able to hit Tremor and then cancel with the projectile. Oh, no.
Once again,
when keeping it real goes wrong here in the Rips Arena.
I'm just sitting here confused once again. Like the new meta, Aqua, that's what Takeda and Pharah have done to us, you know? This is so rushdown heavy.
Oh man, it's different. I've only ventured myself into the meta a couple of times since its release, and I gotta say, it's different out there. It's a different jungle. There's different kings of the jungle that I am not too familiar with, and it's wild.
Full string.
The Pharah introduction, the cameo changes. We're going to see it all here tonight.
Oh,
Falls to the low of the Tremor for the first time.
That's it. But we can see that KITANAKAHN plays it very, very smart because most of the time Val is not even able to close the distance to get that tremor pressure going.
Case in point there. Forward movement and the bye-bye. Full screen teleport. And back to the... I thought we were going to play some Mortal Kombat, man. This is a shooter that we're witnessing. But no, Motaro was canceled. That is going to get away with one, perhaps. And Val all over it. Forcing the break. Oh, sorry. KANIMANI over that one. I got mixed by the characters myself here as time is expiring at the end of this first game. Beautiful float underneath that one. The overhead finding it smart. Kept it safe with the Motaro teleport. And this is all KITANAKAHN. Oh no!
Still not enough. KITANAKAHN played this so perfectly. And once again, I can completely understand that people out there are going to say, man, this is a little bit slow. There's a lot of zoning going on. But Aqua, there's a bunch of money on the line. And you really don't want Val up close in your face.
Oh man, it's a lot of money. You can see right there at the bottom of the screen.
No, that's just for the next season, Aqua. Right now, $2,000 guaranteed for the player. For the players.
How much?
2,000, my friend. 2,000. And of course, everyone knows it. We always try to secure the upcoming season in advance so we can tell the players, you know what, there is a guaranteed return for your investment. And that's what we're trying to do right here. So everyone
that's to you guys at home
who's feeling generous, Nexo, thank you so much. L3 said as well. And it honestly means a lot, not only to us, but to all the players as well. But now, back to the match.
1-0, KITANAKAHN. First use of the Motaro Reflect as well, getting started. I'll always be in the back of the mind of Val. You see no overcommitments whatsoever. Pressure established once more. Swap of the Tremor. Gonna be ever so important. Tremor himself, an MKX character with those 3 variations.
And I have to tell you, Aqua, even though I never played MKX personally, Tremor is, in my opinion, the most fun MKX character to watch. I love that dude, you know? For me, as someone who never played the game, I gotta say the character looks gorgeous over there in MKX.
That checks out with the game itself, Rip, and I'll tell you why. Because MKX, to me, when people ask me, that game has to be probably the best to watch of all time, but one of the worst to play when you're on the receiving end of a character like Trevor. But I 100% agree with you. I love watching Trevor too. Very visually
and our
fun
players say
character,
the exact same thing. MKX, watching MKX is super, super cool, but playing it, oh boy, you're in for a wild ride.
Oh yeah. But made that character burn in the deepest pit of the Nether Realm. Scream overneath it perfectly, but not enough for the punish. Could have seen a big turnaround there. Those Tremor summons, you know, are going to be super important in a matchup like this too, to catch some of those single hit projectiles. The specials that SINDEL has. Down to the wire once more. Time didn't do the far one.
Every single round is coming down to the wire. We see that timer making the decision every single time, Aqua.
Fight.
But the thing is, Val seems to know what kind of battle he's in for, and isn't afraid to, you know, match the pace of KITANAKAHN so far. Val here and there.
What the? This is turning into Call of Duty Warzone right here in front of our eyes.
Didn't they announce a new one today? They're ready for it.
Yeah.
Right back at you, though.
This is turning into a true mirror.
Motaro alone, I feel like, gives a lot of characters a counter to SINDEL alone, especially from the full screen game.
Oh, Big Buddy Mo got hit right there.
One of the few things that can force a game plan change from SINDEL, enough to break the armor 2 on the flow cancel. And KITANAKAHN gonna do some maximum damage here. 383. Had a full Motaro. Was that gonna combo? Almost into the shot. We almost got a YouTube combo before our eyes.
Fight.
And the beautiful thing about the setup that he did was on block. That was gonna set it up on chip, on hit. Gorgeous.
Wait.
Why was KITANAKAHN ready for that?
That was insane, the reaction time. Hard knockdown. What's for breakfast? Floating in, more pressure coming your way, Val. You better hold that block button. That was a disgusting anti-air. KITANAKAHN saying this is a no-fly zone.
He watched that one for a while, studied his target, saw that thing, and slow motion coming at him. Oh, no, for the pickup. A little too early on the one. Tremor's still going to catch an assist here. Slam welcome to the jam, makes it through, and sniped him out of Motaro teleport. Out of another realm even, but not enough to save him. KITANAKAHN! Is this enough? With a kill! No, that extra tremor health might be enough to save. It's 1 down to 1 mix-up. Motaro Lotus, the shot coming. Yes, which... Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure
like that was a checkmate situation.
I think so too.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Val bet it all on the full string, so he might be able to go for a flawless block or something like that. But that big buddy Mo coming in extra clutch.
There are some strings and instances where when Motaro comes out in pressure where you can press, and there's some where you can't. I don't know about there, but even if there was a gap there to armor, not enough health to back it up, if you block the Motaro shot, you're dead on block anyway. That's why I'm thinking it's a pretty much checkmate situation there. The only thing you could have done was try to swing with the quickest button imaginable and interrupt the Motaro shot. Yikes.
We're seeing a potential sweep in match number 1, unless Val can find the answer. So do we see a cameo switch? Do we see any adjustments? No, still tremor.
Ooh, okay, so someone was saying pick Motaro as well. Fight fire with fire. You teleport full screen? So do I. No, it's the up close and personal. Want to get the mix machine going, want the body blocks. Maybe we'll see some crystalline armor added, because we don't see 80% of the tremor moves that the cameo has. Go for the full string there.
Burger.
Pallet, which means I think that we're going to see a setup. And here comes the filth, and it does work. Oh, no.
This is so cool to watch. Once Val gets that offense started, it is so hard to interrupt it.
Wow. Absolute.
Round 2. Fight.
Frame that and put it on a wall.
Yes, look at it every single day. But no Val.
I would put that on the fridge. At least for a little while. Motaro there.
More zoning going on. Val needs a reversal 3-0 versus KITANAKAHN. That's one of the hardest missions you can have in MK1.
One of the coolest things that I've seen Val do all tournament long right there was bait an up block and then try to snipe it with the tremor low. Insanity.
Just the sweep. Beautiful punish. Love the spacing.
I'll block it. It's going to get punished. Motaro going to get some action in. Some juicy 193. Out of the sky. Still enough to convert. Are you kidding me? Missed the projectile and still getting a juicy 276. All KITANAKAHN right now. Trying to give themselves a match point right now. Doesn't end the string. Almost called out the backdash too. Chasing it down to the corner.
Big whip.
Going to the corner now.
Val, he was so ready for this. Aqua, wait a minute. This match is far away from over, my friend.
Now we're talking Val finally catching some hits on the Motaro teleports here for the first time all set long. And in some crucial moments. Match point denied. Val extending this battle.
Yeah, the thing is, you can never count these players out. We have seen so many comebacks. I mean, I don't have to remind you guys what HoneyBee is basically doing throughout the entire season. Aqua, let me be honest here. At this point, I honestly think that HoneyBee is doing this on purpose. That he loses the first match always, you know, to make it more exciting. So the content is better over there on his YouTube. That's honestly what I'm thinking.
Your greed and entitlement.
I've been hearing this more and more recently, and I don't know why is this a thing? No, for real. I went to his chat during the Coliseum, and I think he lost his first match, and the whole chat was like, "It's the HoneyBee special."
It really is at this point. I think so.
I'm pretty sure that he lost on Colo his first match on Sunday too.
I think HoneyBee, you know, like a true content creator, he's like, I'm doing it for the people.
Wow. The HoneyBee special. I'm gonna lose the first one because I'm a content creator.
Yeah, and I do the RIP special. I lose the first one and the second one, Aqua.
Hey, I don't want to put you on blast, but last time you were in a bracket, you had to Photoshop yourself into it.
Back to the match chat.
Oh, the final low got him. I got hit. I thought it was over. The final pound from Tremor. Getting the hit for a foul, but never say never. I've seen miracles before, and one might be brewing before our eyes. Here we go. Hit number 1. Probably needs 2 more here. As a fully loaded Motaro. Oh, got away with the throw. Follow-up sequence outside of the wake-up. Bowden gear shimmy, but it doesn't work.
The little floaties over there, and Val slowly but surely creeping back into this match right now. Do we see the download?
Towards that one whip. For some hit advantage on these low pokes. Not there. And you see these two so good in the matchups. Baiting out little up block attempts even there.
Armoring out. Great matchup knowledge. Once again, some good decision making we are witnessing right now from Val.
Yeah, my brain broke trying to analyze what actually just happened there for a minute, Rip. So much happening. So fast they're playing. Just kidding. Projectiles only. Coming off a lot of meter, too. We are resourceless right now. Ooh, Trevor with a sick block there. Trevor just gets used and abused here. Gives you the extra HP, and you just use them to block stuff.
That was a good job. Oh, still recovered in time. I thought this is going to be an opening.
Gets it there. Knew to cancel early, too. Saw how that jump kind of interacted with the hitbox. Covers it with the Trevor, and whoa, breaks the armor. Doesn't get the pickup. That was just insanity. Val entering a zone.
No way.
We are going to a game number 5.
There is no way. Val right now literally downloading KITANAKAHN on the fly here. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you know what that means. First match of our top 8 season finale is gonna go the full distance. And you, 700 people out there in the crowd, you guys better drop some emotes in the chat, because we are gonna set the arena on fire together for the first time now. It's gonna get loud, it's gonna get hot, but boy oh boy, Aqua, I cannot wait to see who is gonna conquer this entire thing here tonight. Right now, Nailbiter said which Sindel is gonna stay up there in the winner's side.
That's what it's all about right now. This is a battle for Sindel supremacy. Who is the best Sindel really on planet Earth right now when looking at who competes here in Rip's arena across the entire globe? They cannot possibly say that after a victory in this single match alone. 2-2, a final match. It's been ignited, and it is a switch to Pharah, baby. Said, oh, you got some extra HP? I got more. I got more mix on top of this.
And this is a Nailbiter. I have goosebumps everywhere, chat.
Screaming through the madness, it's Val drawing first blood. Never so important. Final match now. Tries to have a hard to blockable. The delayed gets KITANAKAHN out of it. And resetting things here. Feel the pressure in the atmosphere right now, and the players' movements, every micro decision.
What? That was such a great call out.
Madness right now, all to come down to a drop in Val. Doesn't get opened up by the 50-50. The scariness of that team, Sindel, Pharah, taking away your ability to wake up entirely into a mix-up. And oh no, might have time to get the Pharah back as well. No, and the combo goes for the meaty.
That's it. That's it. Great conversion. The last breaker.
Saves him. The crasher in interrupts the Pharah. Interrupts the mix. It worked, but it didn't. 50 seconds.
Good flawless block. Another flawless block. We reduce that chip damage. Aqua.
First throw.
Aqua.
The slight lead. Tremor.
What the?
Up to the body block. It was down to a frame. It was down to a single frame there, full screen.
Round 2.
Val on the verge of a comeback of a lifetime.
No, this is insanity. It started so slow in these first rounds, but right now, this is so much high-octane MK1 gaming.
Here comes the mix. Overhead. Set it up once more. Why not, right? Pharah. Overhead. Welcome to the new game, Rip. It's a new era indeed.
Yes, it really is. Another great hit confirmed from KITANAKAHN. And this match is going the full distance, ladies and gentlemen. Last match, final round, final everything.
Oh, beautiful float over the projectile just to get armored. Val, the callouts right now. Would have committed to a float right there. We would have seen a potential work of a flawless victory. Works for Katana. Slowing things down. Has a fully loaded Pharah right now. What is it?
Great matchup knowledge again.
You sure about that? For madness. Oh, no commitment on that aftershock call either. It's been so scary seeing Val confirm and not confirm that tremor usage. Seeing what happens to KITANAKAHN's movement. And right now, can get through it. Isbut commits to poke. Covered by the tremor. Incredible. Saving it for a final moment. KITANAKAHN's patient pays off. Look at the meter now, getting close to a breaker, so will a straight hit matter? Not for too much. That's outstanding.
Has to break, I understand. There was so much damage coming your way, but here, footsies. Great spacing.
Uh-oh. Time to guess. Oh!
Wait, Aqua, how much? Aqua, tell me the numbers right now.
It's close. Awful close, 1100 HP. Tremor's rocks are going to absorb a couple of the hits, and let's just see. Is this over now? Is the SINDEL mirror of the century? Over! It's
This is
close.
it! This is it! One more hit and KITANAKAHN is sending Val into the lower bracket. This is unbelievable.
Sindel wins.
Barely stopping the momentum train in its tracks. With the switch to Farah, you saw the lethality come into play on what can happen off of a single hit. You get put into something that is no longer Mortal Kombat 1. It is simply your opponent's mercy.
That was...
Hit advantage, no wake up, 50-50.
That was such a freaking close set, Aqua. I mean, let's be honest. It started so one-sided in the beginning, you know? KITANAKAHN taking the lead, back-to-back W, and I thought it's gonna be over, you know? Nice and quick 3-0 sweep, and then all of a sudden, Val, even without changing cameo whatsoever, just slowly adjusted, and then here, down to the wire. A beautiful performance from both of them, but of course, there can only be one winner in Mortal Kombat 1. That means KITANAKAHN staying in the winner's side of the bracket. Val not out yet, still has another chance down there in lowers. But Aqua, let's be honest, those are shark-infested waters over there, and that is not gonna be easy. But let's take a look at our next match. Winner side, still, who is gonna meet KITANAKAHN in winner finals later on? And Aqua, I know
Shark bait. What?
that you're already celebrating over there because one of your favorite players is gonna enter the stage now. It is the young shitter, ROETHOR himself, blessing us with his gameplay today.
ROETHOR, come on down. You're the next contestant in Mortal Kombat 1. Show us what you got. One of the most exciting players, in my opinion, to watch. Tech-heavy, explorative, creative in their application of things in fighting games. I'm simply making stuff up. It's ROETHOR, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but Aqua, I think we both agree that this is not going to be an easy one. We are talking about one of the best players in the entire world. We are talking about the most successful player we have in the arena. We talk about the most recent Colosseum EU champion.
Yes.
KANIMANI.
Janet, KANIMANI, KENSHI, backed up by the striker. Here we go, semifinals. Winner's side.
Yes, and we see it at the top, Aqua. Rank number 34 versus rank number 11 in terms of qualifier placements.
Already getting set up into a very hard escapable situation, in particular for QUANCHI, who's not going to have the best defensive options right now, as his armor is getting shredded right now like the lettuce in the salad that I should have later on, but I won't.
Yeah, Aqua, let me tell you something. Words on the streets here between, I think, Tekken Master, Pfizer, Law Corridor, they're saying KANIMANI is the strongest Kenshi in the entire world right now.
Hard to say otherwise, backed up by the results, right? In the commit. Whoa, the interruption! Great use of the Janet wall right there.
Oh, but ROETHOR, wait a minute.
Catch him with the raw cage. Hard for KENSHI to deal with this, though. The one thing, and comes in with the low committed to the Janet as well. There's one of the cool things you're going to see synergize-wise.
Fight.
Is that Janet giving him weird pickups and commitments, but you have to come off the Janet in order to. But
And ladies and gents, don't forget, loser of this is gonna face Honeybee later on in lower side. Big curtain! Dropping a big bomb on us here, Aqua. 50 euro for the players. Big curtain, thank you so much.
That's a big old bomb, and was that Kanimani swinging out of the hit advantage of the nut punch? Hold on a second. ROETHOR's gonna force him off the resources. It's a big turnaround, but oh my goodness! I forgot about him too. Where was the spirit? Rip!
I can barely talk. I don't even understand what's going on because right now ROETHOR in the driver's seat and Kanimani, he doesn't even understand what's happening.
No.
Raw fatal. This is gonna punish. No, it doesn't.
No! What could have if he had the health, I feel like, but those purple skulls having the extra damage, the big stuff. With the added nether realmic magic. What rip?
You have seen those tier lists as well on social media, right? Where people said Quan is one of the worst characters in the game. ROETHOR right now is saying, you know what, guys? Let me show you how to play the Dark Sorcerer on the highest level.
They're still saying it. I don't know if you said that they used to, but they still are. And there's a lot of characters, I feel like, that are going to be changing people's minds in this current meta, Rip. There are characters with certain characters and teams and changes that have, I mean, we still have got some exploring to do here in this game.
Yes.
And thank you to these players for showing it off.
But right now, ROETHOR taking the lead, 1-0 over Kanimani, even though 74% of the community think that Kani is gonna win it. 1 million channel points, Aqua, on Kani alone.
Rip, not to be offensive, but are they betting on Kani or are they betting on the teammate here? Mr. I love it. Creating the 3v1, a little bit of Sento remaining, but interrupts with the cage. Perfect. I got a little bit worried because he fell for that in the prior round where Sento was still active behind for just a little bit. Stand for it. Beautifully catching full screen. Sets up the wall. Sets up some zoning. Yes. Gotta love ROETHOR's, again, full usage of things when it comes to the team and cameo.
And all of a sudden, ROETHOR trapped here in the corner, fighting for his life. But we've both been there, Aqua, you know? When you're with your back against the wall and then KENSHI and Uncle Sento at the same time pressuring you, not a fun experience.
Nope. Not whatsoever. Claustrophobia starts kicking in. Beautiful for ROETHOR, if you guys didn't notice there. And no, this time for the second time around, he did it down 3 to hit the Sento to get him out of the screen. But look at one missed time going the second time around. Almost cost him the entire health bar. He gets one more chance here, and he's back in. That might be all she wrote. Kanimani taking the next game.
That is such a strong answer.
That's what happens when you can't escape him and his uncle and the grandmother with the beating stick coming. You know, like.
I'm literally sitting here laughing my ass off because our live community here on Twitch, they don't know who to root for. They're like, man, I can't even watch this. I don't know who to cheer for. I love both of these players. Both of them deserve it. But you guys know it. There can only be one.
I was going to say, I can probably bet that they're rooting for Quan out of KENSHI being on the screen.
Character-wise, 100% Agua. You're right with this one. I mean, people love a little underdog story, you know, and when you take a look at the strength of the characters, I think we can all agree that KENSHI is definitely better than QUANCHI.
Yeah, and you know, again, just from a player perspective, QUANCHI just has so many things going on, right? Versus KENSHI that is really very two-sided when it comes to like his game plan, right? He's either playing your game or you're playing Sento. And outside of that, KENSHI not the wildest character. Meanwhile, QUANCHI going to be setting up all this madness, right? So Connie just looking for the one hit. ROETHOR gets the one. Doesn't get much off it though.
That is a great fight from Connie.
Cage is such a strong tool, but it only sets up something else.
Plus frames. ROETHOR respecting try to armor. Oh, armor has been broken here, and Kanimani continues his reign of terror over there in the corner. Aqua, this is disgusting.
This reign almost came to an end, but an overhead came at the last second from Kanimani. Seal the deal in that round. You are never out or safe until that cameo bar is gone, Rip. Completely drained.
And KANIMANI plays it so smart. He sees that those portals are active and he's just out of there. You know, he doesn't even try to commit to anything. Just backdash, run away game style. Very smart.
Yes, so hard to contest those purple skulls. Super active, you can't jump them. There's a mix in with the pressure. Crimson and Janet, and there's purple skulls coming. No, what a read! ROETHOR in the mind of his opponent there for a moment. It gets gorgeously whip punished.
Spacing immaculate right now.
Forward too.
And once again, we have been there before, everyone. ROETHOR in trouble. He tried to find his way out of the corner. But there's just no way. KANIMANI, so much pressure. A never-ending nightmare right now for QUANCHI.
Join your ancestors. Brutality. KENSHI wins.
That's messed up for a man to use his ancestors to kill you and then tell you to go join yours. Wow. KENSHI, please. 2-1 from KANIMANI in this one, who has finally found the grip with this team on ROETHOR right now, and ROETHOR has to find an escape.
I'm very curious if we might see a character switch from ROETHOR, but that's exactly what I mentioned before the match started. KANIMANI literally one of the best players in the world when it comes down to adapting to the opponent. And ROETHOR is saying, you know what, I believe in my main character. Let's see if we see another game 5.
Allow me to educate you, sorcerer.
Round 1. Fight.
First sequence going to be so important. Can ROETHOR get the hit and get some big damage on KENSHI before Sento finds the screen? And oh no, back to 5. The grenades mean Sento's already out to play. And here we are in the corner. And we've seen this for 2 games straight, Rip. Can he get out? Oh no. Ah! He's getting wrecked!
Oh no, this is... Once ROETHOR ends up in the corner, it's literally game over for him.
This has been, you know, a team like this has been a weakness of QUANCHI's for a multitude of Mortal Kombats as well. He's been a character that's universally been super equipped with offense, but, you know, bottom stat when it comes to defensive options. And it feels like the case in this matchup where it's extra overwhelming once that sandwich is out. Lack of ability options, armor options, but once he gets the hit, sorcerer. Like here. Mix-ups. Wonkiness. Armor.
I like the confidence from ROETHOR right now. KANIMANI try to challenge. One more round away, and we might see another game 5. But of course, KANIMANI, he doesn't want that Aqua.
ROETHOR staring down the barrel of what could be the final shot in this one. Survive one more mix. Meterlessly could kill, I feel like, at this range. It's a 900 team. He's surviving. The defense was solid. Can he bring it back? This is his moment, Rip.
I love the setup. Throw combos. Of course, we got those.
So you got caught some hit advantage, catching all kinds of straights here, full screen. Oh, ROETHOR right now, the 1-2 in the meter.
Last break for KANIMANI. Still breathing. And as long as Kani is breathing, it's dangerous. Why did I do it?
No! Unbelievably, I think this is it.
The overcommitment from ROETHOR.
Not like this. Rip, it is over. KANIMANI will take this 3-1. ROETHOR bet his entire winner's side life on that sky drop.
I'm not sure if that was intentional, guys, or if it was some kind of input error for ROETHOR here. Yeah, and ROETHOR is confirming in the chat it was a standing 4 input, and he got the teleport instead. Super, super unfortunate.
There was so many little things that happened, even right before this, Rip. In the corner, had him portaled out, had the hit, and left KANIMANI in a state that he wasn't able to break by the portal, but then the combo actually took him out of the portal range, it looked like, and made him able to break. Whereas if he would have ended early, could have set up a single hit, I think, to kill as well. Like, there's so many ways to have approached that final situation where it got crazy. And it is super unfortunate that it came down to an input error. Probably coming from a crouch position into a stand 4, catching a negative edge. I believe that sky drop is quarter circle back 4. I don't play Quan.
I think you're right with that.
But that's the way the cookie crumbles when it comes to getting an input error, that's for sure.
But of course, ROETHOR not out of the tournament because now, chat, we are taking a look at our lower side bracket. Of course, these matches now, super important for the players because the loser is actually dropping out of the tournament. We start with Val versus YUVILITY, and then after this, ROETHOR versus HONEYBEE.
I'm taking that back real quick. Homelander fair at that too. I'm not. No. This team does things, Rip, like that. You ever get full screen command grab into 330%? 330%, 330 damage. Now who's looking weird, Rip? I've been doing this for years, and I'm still getting things wrong. And I don't even know what happened in that first round. All I saw was Homelander go from right to left, and then Val's health bar disappear.
Round 2, fight.
Incredible start from YUVILITY. You guys are asking what happened. You know, before we went live today, YUVILITY taking it 3-0 over Faisal. You guys are seeing it.
And Faisal was one of the favorites here in our tournament. A lot of people were actually shocked when they saw that result. But of course, YUVILITY no slouch Aqua. Another very, very strong player who basically makes it to our season finale every single time he signs up.
Oh, interrupting the laser of absolute death that comes out of Homelander right there. But Val just coming off. Such an exciting close one there in the winner's side too. Has to still be kind of hot from that one.
Hard to blockable. And here comes Val. Pressure time.
If you deserved mercy, I
Final round, fight.
Great situation, sorry, position as well.
The delay on this. Did you see the respect?
Yeah, that's what was scary. It was just how much respect he gave him. Once he saw he did have hit advantage, he froze.
Oh, a big mistake from both of them. Big opportunities.
Look how much Mix is coming home in. Mist is confirmed, though. That was big. It's going to give Val a chance here. The air shimmies are killing me tonight, Rip.
Man, we've seen that so often, but it works so well for Val right now. YUVILITY feeling the pressure because Val is going crazy.
John, you're going to have to come to me, big boy. Projectiles out. Puts up the armor, and look how smart this is. Gonna be able to find a gap. The forward dash. Oh, that was so good. So good it didn't work. In the end on the pickup.
Life support, YUVILITY, chip out territory, and Tremor clutching it out for Val here in round number 1.
Cannonball.
SINDEL wins.
One of the other moves I mentioned earlier, guys, that Tremor has so many moves that we simply don't see in a competitive setting. And there you see the 1 in a million. Yeah, yes, it has a 100-second cooldown. Why would you ever do this? It's really complicated to set up anyway. But look how cool it is, and look how much of a checkmate situation it's set up here in the end. I mean, absolute perfection. Put this one on the fridge as well. I want to frame this one.
So many great scenes we witnessed already, and Aqua, I don't want to make you nervous, my friend, but we have close to 1,000 people in the chat. And speaking of 1,000, John here with the 1,000 bits. Thank you so much for the support, my friend.
Round 1, fight.
Looks like YUVILITY has been seeing how the full screen game has been going, but he's been losing it so far here full screen. I'm wondering if he's going to get a little more aggressive as the set progresses.
The problem with Homelander is
wait.
He is so dangerous anywhere on screen, Aqua. You know, so many great combo starters, that command grab, especially when you have Pharah on deck. Poke exchange.
Opening access to a lot of YUVILITY's damage, that's for sure. Great block this time around. So cool that you can set Tremor back up into the proper rotation even afterwards. It looks like on a block confirm. All these trades again favoring Val. Expected Uvility to mix something up, and anti-airs through the Tremor armor, and that was Shades of MKX right there. Whoa.
Round 2. Fight.
You said that you had never seen MKX before. Tremor used to do that for free, meterlessly, and just because. Rip.
Maybe I have to pick it up, you know? Since there are not that many people playing anymore, maybe I can become a decent MKX player, you know?
If you do forward 1-2-1 and armor, I guarantee you'll beat people.
Let me write that down right
things. Just those two things. I guarantee it. Sorry, guys.
Val is playing so confident. Do you see that, Aquaman? Uvility fighting for his life here.
And a perfect use of that Tremor armor right there. It's all about being able to kind of let go of block, absorb something, and then instantly recover and punish. And Val lights out performance in the second game. Will take it. That's a 2-0 lead on Uvility. This is a message sent so far. You know, Uvility was coming into this. I don't think he could have come in here any hotter.
SINDEL wins.
Val wants his rematch versus KITANAKAHN, but of course you guys have to understand every single W makes such a big difference in terms of overall payout, Aqua. You know it. You know, the players are paid by percentage.
Yeah,
and
money.
Yep.
And we know that's why they're here, Rip. For real.
Definitely. I mean, they deserve a reward for all the sweat, for all the pain they went through throughout these last 6 weeks of qualification phase.
Yeah,
But
shout outs to all the players for your guys' time and effort as well in all of this and being a part of this, you know, competitive community. Without you guys, you know, we don't get to do anything. For real. Other players included. It's all this coming together that makes something like this possible. So thank you to you guys.
a big shout out to all
and
the
watching
665 players who competed here in Season 6. I even still cannot believe the number, Aqua. I mean, that is incredible.
That is incredible for a game that is beyond dead.
According to social media, I don't even know how we are able to host this tournament here. Game is ass, Aqua.
Who would have thought? Not me. Ooh. Homelander's options once he gets going. So oppressive on the offense. The float's called out though by the splits of Sindel. It's one of the best jump-ins in Mortal Kombat 1 right there. Talk about an awkward hitbox hitting the screen. And fell for the oldest trick in the book right there. Poking the special. And off the meter, Uvility goes over. How did he make it over the active flames of that laser?
Cash out. Here comes the fatal, and I'm pretty sure that... I always forget about that extra HP. 1100? Wait a minute. Let me take a look at those numbers.
Yeah, and this doesn't scale off his command grab if I've seen.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
That's death and a half. Absolutely zero. Scaling off.
Round 2.
I haven't heard that.
Fight.
That line yet. That was pretty well delivered. Wow.
And the raw scream, we're seeing it the third or fourth time, I think, today. What the?
Those as long... You gotta let the entire string rip right there. As long as Uvility can have a health lead, it looks like the zoning can be in his favor as the lasers are out damaging the projectiles. But yeah, he's had a health lead maybe once this set. Out in, and caught the up block. Giving Sindel her own command grab.
But Uvility literally popping off over there in the corner.
What a combo. Lengthy and meaty on the active frame zone. Wake up too.
Look at this pressure.
Surviving Hurricane Homelander. Not today. Oh my goodness. He was there for the pop-up. He's gonna cost him everything. Oh no.
No breaker inside for Uvility. Val waking up with violence after that mistimed button.
No, he just... I hate to say it, but...
Come closer.
I'm not going to say it live, but never mind.
Fight.
I was definitely going to get you demonetized. Armor's on. That's what he gets for trying to milk her. Whoa!
Excuse me, Aqua, what?
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 I think you're commentating the wrong tab, Aqua. Check your browser.
I thought it was Friday. I'm sorry, Rip. Wrong stream, wrong stream, wrong stream.
Well, look at the live lead right now, but YUVILITY. Homelander can bring this back, but right now it's looking rough. Val and YUVILITY is already out of the lobby. Rage quit.
So we witnessed in that set, some people have in the chat right now, my brain broke because of it, but YUVILITY utilized something that is like, oh, sorry, YUVILITY rather, used the buff into extension with Pharah. I don't even know what's happening right now, bro.
I just don't understand. Like, literally. There's so much going on right now. Everyone who potentially just tuned in, first of all, welcome to our Season 6 Grand Finals. For more than 4 years, we are allowed to host these international tournaments already. And today, we're gonna crown a new arena champion. Super stacked bracket. But coming up next, we have a little blockbuster in the pipeline. I know that a lot of people out there are waiting for this one, Aqua. Let's take a look at our next match.
I'm one of those people, Rip.
I'm one of them as well.
And I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm going to circle, start, and highlight this one for you guys. This might be a blockbuster of the night. 2 character specialists. 2 of the most tech-heavy, explosively offensive, just exciting players to watch competitively. It's going to be HONEYBEE versus ROETHOR. Get your popcorn ready.
Definitely 2 of the favorites over there on the YouTube side, and I can understand why. You know, these unique game plans, HONEYBEE sticking it out with Reptile since day one. In my opinion, the best Reptile in the entire world right now. And of course, ROETHOR, very versatile. A lot of different characters in his arsenal. I'm curious if he's going to bring Quan again, or if he might surprise us with something different.
It's not a matchup that I see HONEYBEE fight a lot. It's QUANCHI. I can see Reptile giving Quan problems, at least in range and other things, but I see Quan giving Reptile a problem full screen the entire time. HONEYBEE probably gonna have to be pretty aggressive in this one. Rocking one of the sexiest outfits that's ever existed in the 95 Reptile, but I'm gonna deduct HONEYBEE 10 points for not rocking the 95 mask, which makes it even cooler.
In terms of general placement throughout the qualifier phase, both players very close. Rank number 37 on ROETHOR's end, and HONEYBEE rank number 33. Just outside top 32. Luckily, Aqua, we have top 64, making it to the finals here in the arena.
Round 1, fight.
Starting off with the opposite of a get over here. Yeah, sorry, get over there, get over here. It's Movado saying, I'm gonna come to you. And how much damage? 400. And this is looking extra juicy on the QUANCHI Janet. Over half the life gone.
I was a little bit surprised. That was so much.
Out of a straight hit. HONEYBEE wanted to make the most of it with his team. And so many things become lethal with the Movado pairing of Reptile. One of his main damaging tools and go-to options with this team in particular is going to be the sweep of Reptiles. And what a call out. Wow, the portal's activated. And this is how you don't let your opponent breathe.
Oh, that is a good jump from both. That is a punish, and he spends the fatal.
Here's Janet.
I expect something absolutely wild here as it's down to 1 hit between the 2. Sends the sky in. ROETHOR, no. It can't be. What timeline are we in where he's multiple times?
Fight.
Led in the sky drop rip. The last one was a input error, but this one, surely not given that privilege.
No hit confirmed from HONEYBEE. Oh, I think he was aware of the portal, and that's why he didn't commit to it.
Stanford might be really big in this matchup too once the portal's out. Multi-hitting, if I'm not mistaken. Wouldn't let rip. What a conversion. Keeps it going and sets up kind of a money situation for QUANCHI. Full screen in the pit, and the purple armor active.
The armor saved him, but HONEYBEE taking the first match. And wait a minute, this is something we usually don't see. Aqua, we just talked about it. Most of the time, HONEYBEE losing the first match, adapting, coming back stronger. But right now, this is a very, very decent start for our Reptile Warlord.
Just like the Bee of old, though, saving it for finals day, maybe.
Aqua,
you know?
see the production here in the arena? The best replay.
Yeah.
The best. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm getting too old for this, you know? It's past my bedtime already, Aqua. What can I say?
Yep. I hope you guys are really enjoying the replay, you know, of that incredible QUANCHI, you know.
It's been a long week, chat, okay? Back-to-back finale.
Before I ever met Shang Tsung.
Hey,
And of course, I'm getting roasted for that.
Hey, Rip, only like 6 of our buttons broke on Sunday. I don't blame you.
But now ROETHOR trying to get back into this.
Oh, he's in. Hits him with the Kalima overhead, and ROETHOR in this one. Set play city. And I don't know how he made it through that one. But if HONEYBEE can make this comeback happen, it's happened before. I've seen in an Evo setting him bring an entire health bar back off of one hit. Here it comes. Gorgeous flawless block. ROETHOR. It's open up by the throw. Still has a breaker. Patience from HONEYBEE. Looks for the sweep. I'm petrified right now.
And there's the drop right out of the skies. ROETHOR answering back.
Oh, he said the breaker this time to back it up.
Aqua, I see something big. Wait a minute, that's what she said. No, Black Phobos here with the 40 euro donation.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
That's photo time. HONEYBEE has some interesting options here as Reptile 2 against the Armor. EX dash to try to mess it up, get behind, interrupt, get some multiple hits in, not gonna need it here. It's a big cash out. These Movado combos hitting for nearly 400 every single touch. I'll always keep him in a match like this, where no health lead's gonna be safe.
Yeah, HONEYBEE just holding the pressure. He knows if he tries to press a button, it might be his last one.
Bet everything on the low, and ROETHOR will fall in round number 2. HONEYBEE, a clutch block when needed. Such a costly risk from QUANCHI is that huge bar meter low. I'm never gonna get tired of those pickups either. Late Jane's gotta have such tricky timing, so ROETHOR hitting it consistently.
Good grab.
Use of the sweep through the armor's been working really well for HONEYBEE too, because it puts him so far back on hit. Whoa!
Aqua, I think with the right optimization, ROETHOR might be able to kill. Goes for the setup. Is this ship out? HONEYBEE, no breathing room at all here in these last sequences. ROETHOR strikes back.
QUANCHI wins.
You ain't lying, man. Looks like we just watched a victim of QUANCHI's dungeon. Here in the end, perfect setup.
Beautiful. And
in the cage you go, and then active frames galore raining from the sky.
And Aqua, you know what else is beautiful? Look at this goal here. This community is stepping up once again. Thank you so much to every single one out there in the crowd. Black Phobos here with the 40 euro donation. I see Channeling with the 3 euro donation as well. Of course, Big Curtain, Esther Rossa, so many more. Guys, thank you for keeping us alive.
Fight.
What? Throw escape and still ate the combo. What a weird sound to see go into a full extension. HONEYBEE coming off the costly full Movado on that mine, and it uses that new tricky low. Sorry, not the new, but the newly changed string of reptiles right there that got changed 2 patches back. Reptiles received a lot of changes here in Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah, in my opinion, the most buffed character, right?
Right? Outside of, like, maybe Rain, I'll say it.
Oh, but HONEYBEE, the boy is cooking. Oh, I love that. The little optimization here with Movado, and that is checkmate. ROETHOR nowhere to go. Ends up in the corner here. Dangerous position to be in.
And you want to talk about grossly optimal? The Ender there, where he sacrificed the damage to kill to end and do 2 special moves to build an extra bit of meter going into this round, which means he will have a breaker. It won't matter against the portal, though. He's holding that damage. Oh, I love that gap closer as Movado. Plus on block as well. Good use.
Good call out.
Another double Movado for big damage. Pressure's on. Whether you can tell was able to kind of depressurize once that portal's out on the screen, giving Honeybee armor to think about. So smart again to put it out and
And this is such a
in order to stop
close
it.
set.
It gets a clean interrupt.
Back and forth all day long. Everyone here in the crowd with us. What's your favorite match so far? The chat is saying this one?
Wow. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, one final round. It's 2
I gotta say,
fan
Aqua,
favorites. Absolutely.
I love the Sindel mirror as well, but not for the gameplay. Wait, what?
He's trying to milk her.
We're getting cancelled for this on Twitter, Aqua. We can retire right after the stream here together.
Oh, the 140. No.
You will serve me for eternity.
Aqua, I have to ask you a question, and please be honest with me, okay?
Yeah, go for it.
How big are the chances that someone over there at NRS is watching us right now? Because we have more than 1,000 people in the chat. Do you think one of them is here?
There's a pretty good chance, Rip. And if you are, hi.
Hi. A little bit awkward now, Aqua, but you feel it?
No, not really.
It is what it is. I'm never getting a job over there at NRS, Aqua. I mean, it is what it is. Back to the match, you know. ROETHOR in the lead, 2-1 over Honeybee.
Guys. It is. But that's what you know. That's what places like this are so special, Rip. Okay, because places like this, I'm gonna say it. We're free from the corporate structure and life.
Right.
We're free.
We
from
do what
all
we
that
want
bullshit.
here in the arena.
And we
over
do
there
what
in
we
the
want,
Colosseum.
baby. And guess what? They got a hold of it.
But man, Honeybee strikes back. Wait a minute. He wants the game 5, Aqua.
He wants the game 5. He wants the victory on top of that, setting up the trickiness behind the auto slide. And the sweep.
Stay out of Sikander.
Round 2.
And pop-off from Reptile here. Letting go of the classic skin. And donning the lightning gear. Another sweep. Look at the damage. And those Movado pickups, guys, will only come out on hit. That's the beauty of 2 of the Movado moves in the toolkit. Breaking armor, too.
What the hell is happening, Aqua? Did you see so much armor going on? I can't keep up.
He just sent the reptilian armor. Or, sorry, army.
And chat.
And we are gonna go the distance.
What the-
Honeybee
what the-
popping off.
What the hell was this combo?
Well,
Reptile.
he got his gonads brutality in the last game, and so he just wanted to flex the balls in this one. Rip. We're good. We're going fully demonetized.
100%. But chat, we have another game 5 situation. ROETHOR versus Honeybee. Who is gonna advance here in the lower bracket? Who is gonna stay alive in this top 8 finale? We're gonna find that out in a split second. We are in the character select screen right now. No switches at all from both players. Aqua, I'm getting nervous. Let me press that magic button. Chat, thank you so much for being here. Hope you enjoy the show. Here we go.
Another final match here in Rip's Arena Season 6 finale. And it's a loser's match. It's tournament life on the line. Someone going to be eliminated from this entire event in this match. That's ROETHOR setting up the kingdom of QUANCHI, the armor portal.
Oh, poke special from Honeybee, and ROETHOR was ready.
Got Honeybee out of a couple of those sequences prior, but patience from ROETHOR paying off. Back into the mix, and it's a throw this time. Misses the Janet for the first time. Honeybee, no stranger to comebacks. I said it before. He makes it through once. Has so much to deal with right now behind that armor portal in the cage.
ROETHOR playing it smart, just trying to outzone Honeybee, but here the running lizard.
Ooh, he had ROETHOR conditioned, waiting for the dash afterwards. One special at a time. A throw. And he believes. Now Fatal Blow can kill.
Master of comeback. He goes for the setup. Smart. ROETHOR, wait a minute. The portal is active. Honeybee backing up. And here, this single skull is going to make the difference.
Unbelievable. I thought that was going to be able to be confirmed into Fatal Blow, perhaps, but Honeybee, probably knowing that he was going to be able to block in time. What a situation to find yourself in that portal. Saving ROETHOR. Match point. Another one up. His back is to the corner, though.
Oh, that is good. Armoring through it, and now Honeybee feeling the pressure on the edge of dropping out of this entire top 8 bracket.
Ooh, getting no reprieve either on Wake Up into a bone cage, and the armor saved him from the throw. Even the micro duck denied.
The last NA player, Aqua. Don't forget it. ROETHOR plays it so smart.
Be trying everything and anything right now. He said, I'm sick and tired. That's sweep up and grab it. Purple stuff. And that's gonna be a big trade.
Combo off that.
He's still alive. Oh, he tried to shimmy.
And there it is.
And a low.
Honeybee takes it.
How Rip was he able to do that with a low that entire time when over? That's all he had to do was block low. I feel like incredible.
Shimmy.
All that movement, all those different things. Exactly. Big start for ROETHOR here though. Jungle Gym engaged.
Did he just enter with that standing 4 full screen? Oh, that is huge.
What's in the Matrix Rip? You didn't see that. Erasing the health bar is Honeybee. Are you going to break this? 414? On what's happening? All the tricky stuff is into a throw.
ROETHOR on life support.
Unbreakable.
Tries to go for the down 2. ROETHOR looking for the shimmy, but Honeybee very... How much?
No!
Aqua, 950. I know that ROETHOR is smashing these buttons right now. Wait, Aqua, this might be it.
That
Honeybee
is going to be all she wrote. Look at the damage here at the end. ROETHOR. And another classic here in the arena. Final game, final round. Will fatality his opponents and finish this masterful set of Mortal Kombat.
That was an unbelievable set, Aqua. I gotta say that. Full distance, back and forth all day long, and some super, super fun combos to watch. Shoutouts to both.
Great stuff, guys. Great season. Both earning a big chunk of change in this one. Well deserved. Honeybee with that incredible losers run. Can't say it enough. Let's see. I'm gonna count them. We sent the losers super early, round 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 matches straight in the loser side of just this finale.
Yep.
To make it here. Having to go through players like Wits, Disarded, DeShizzles, and DeShizzles was playing kind of crazy too.
He was, yeah.
This tournament.
One of the best Omni-Mans I've ever seen.
Over Got, and I heard Destroyer say Gat. Don't know how it's pronounced.
Shoutouts to Destroyer here. I saw Destroyer in the chat as well. But Aqua, I have some sad news for every NA fan over there in the crowd. Our last NA player dropped out. I mean, Honeybee, his journey has come to an end. Aqua, this is now a full EU bracket here. Let's take a look at it together.
Well, that has been my journey on this finale as well, guys. Rip
no, Aqua, stay with us! But we are
going. You were the chosen one.
He was the chosen one. But ROETHOR played out of his mind. That last duck here secured the W. Beautiful match. But now we take a look at that winner's final match, Aqua. KITANAKAHN versus KANIMANI. And I have no idea who's going to take this.
Counter the throw by holding down for being high. Not to stay on the last match, but crazy analysis and final end of that one. That's what makes it such a great match. ROETHOR Honeybee, a classic. We're getting into this one. It's winners finals. KITANAKAHN and KANIMANI. Beautiful use of that Kenshi to go through. That lowering and lingering Lao hat. What the heck? What a start to this one, Rip.
And KANIMANI, yep, featuring Uncle Sento applying some pressure.
Put Uncle to sleep, called out Granny. With the beat stick, but he survives.
Good tech.
Ooh, not a great start. KITANAKAHN getting no bit of breathing room or momentum in that one.
This community, another one. Sven, thank you
Missile
so
coming
much
inbound.
for the 50 euro donation as well. This community is literally going crazy. Thank you so much for supporting the players, for allowing them to compete for a juicy prize pool every single season. We love every single one of you over there. Thank you.
Someone in chat asking, Rip, how do you get rid of Sento? Or how do you get Sento off the screen? You have to pray for a very, very long time on top of blocking correctly for a long time. Or you need to hit, you have to actually hit the spirit on the screen in order to put him to sleep for a little bit of time. Some of the big options that you got. And the best thing to do is not let him get to the screen, as KITANAKAHN is about to try to show off here into a disgusting mix-up and had to break.
What an enter.
Gorgeous round there.
Final round. Fight.
Half expected that spear projectile Kenshi to hit on the ground. Does hit some airborne states. And dash and micro moving his way in.
Defense is so solid. The way he's able to tech throws every single time on reaction. There was the shimmy.
And it is a bit of a surprise that we're not seeing the Motaro from KITANAKAHN here as well, because one thing I've been seeing and myself finding is that Motaro being a really great option for the Sento sandwich if you have, you know, like an okay armor, and that just might be what he's afraid of, but, you know, armor to far Motaro gets you out of the spirit and far teleport in general. It's going to be really hard for Sento to deal with and close down, but not going to be the case here as KANIMANI has had his grip on
Sending a statement.
so far.
Brutality.
KANIMANI strikes again, our most successful arena player. No one out there has won more championships than him.
Doesn't matter the game, doesn't matter the character. He's kind of just good.
That's another big
Good,
problem,
great.
of course. Yes, he can play the entire cast on the highest level. So he is able to adjust on the fly in certain matchups. And here, KITANAKAHN, perfect example, Aqua.
And
character loyalist.
Yeah, and a great example for Connie himself is that you're like, oh, it's just Kenshi, you know, oh god, Kenshi's the reason why he's winning. Well, go back in time just a little bit. The dude, at the same exact time that every top player said Baraka was dead and was unusable, murdered everyone with Baraka. Same guy.
That's true.
Just saying. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Good stuff.
And
nice call out from KITANAKAHN. Great punish.
Gotta be a 12th level decision to try to call out that advancement from Kenshi being one of the only options. The zoning arsenal of Sindel's. Got the level of this play. Rip, you breed nasty players here.
The overall level in Season 6 is just straight up through the roof, Aqua. I gotta say that.
Do I intimidate you?
Round 2.
KITANAKAHN finally having a round.
Fight.
Well, getting absolutely shimmied by the hair of Sindel there. But we've all been there too. Floats underneath the nastiness. Just to land into some backup. Striker strikes again. But looks like the armor Sindel's, you know, if timed properly, most armor can get you through that center pressure. But it, as I said earlier too, that it only puts him to sleep temporarily, and then he resummoned him. Oh baby, he's asleep. Which, if you look at the actual Sento meter, it's about a quarter of the time that he's out.
No, KITANAKAHN wasn't ready. Uncle Sento sneaking onto the stage.
On the right path.
He was creeping back there.
Fight.
And so are the actor frames of that projectile. Are you kidding me? Hitting behind Sindel. It caught the back of her foot, the Achilles heel. Into all this. He just wanted to move forward, Rip. Into a near flawless victory. I mean, it is a flawless victory right now. So far back into the sandwich. And it is. Connie seals the deal of game 2.
2-0. Kanimani, he wants that spot in Grand Finals.
Brutality. KENSHI wins.
Has Connie DM'd you yet? Just give me the money already?
Yeah, Kanimani ordered something on Amazon Prime already. That's how confident he is, Aqua. Chat prediction right now. 87% on Kanimani. Close to 1 million channel points again. The young prodigy.
Chat feeling it too, and I mean the viewers here in the arena have really seen it more than anyone, other than yourself, Rip, of just what this man's capable of, and
Definitely,
that's I think why that percentage is the way it is.
And I'm so proud that so many people out there spend time with us on the YouTube side as well. We are literally averaging 1,000 viewers here every single day with our season finale, Aqua. One of the biggest compliments for us content creators. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you guys. KITANAKAHN off to a similar start that he had in the last game. And misses the mix opportunity. Huge. Worst positioning imaginable, but finally got an interruption of the Sento. Just kidding. Here it comes. Here we go.
Pressure.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Here we go
KITANAKAHN
again.
fighting for his life, but Kanimani is saying there is no way out.
Just one more Sento. Here from behind. It never ends. Game blouses. Kanimani there.
Round 2.
I think I would
remaining. This is a winner's final statement.
It really is. I would literally just start crying, Aqua, if I would have to play that Kenshi.
He's fighting for his life. Can he get a button on the screen? And he will not have time to get his breaker back. This is just GG's and Kanimani with the stick. That was flawless Mortal Kombat. Flawless Kenshi Sento play. GG's 3-0 Grand Finals. Walking into it is Kanimani here.
I can literally see the fear in Fab's eyes over there in the chat, because he knows what's gonna happen when we post that on YouTube, Aqua. He knows it. You're cooked, Fabs. Yeah, you're cooked.
Oh, yeah.
Top 1 Kenshi.
Do you know how many shots I take when I watch Rip's Arena and hear Fabs downplay Kenshi? Full offense.
Fabs, everyone knows it, my friend. Everyone knows it. I know how hard Fabs tries to convince the community that Kenshi is a low-tier character. But Aqua, what can we say?
No.
No. So, let's take a look at our next match, because Aqua, another banger. ROETHOR versus Val. And now I want your opinion on this match. Is it going to be SINDEL?
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah.
Sending out these invites right now. Let's take a look at the bracket.
ROETHOR himself going to the chat saying this one's not going to be a banger. Which might tell us something, Rip. Players, again, tend to give things away that I don't know if they intend to, but he's mentally telling us, I think, that he may not be confident in the SINDEL matchup. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, let's see.
What are your thoughts? Have we seen these two duke it out a multitude of times before? Like,
I've seen ROETHOR take down a lot of strong Sindels, but of course Val, especially when we look at his game plan with Tremor, in my opinion, Val might be the most unique Sindel player out there, because I've never seen someone pull that combination off before.
Green Lion. An absolute masterful usage of a cameo that I feel like takes a mastering of in order to even see properly, and that's what Val gets to show us here with this Tremor. And I mean that with like the most, respect and props as possible. Ooh.
And Val is like, what the hell is happening? There's so much on screen. Aqua, I'm afraid that my PC is gonna crash.
It just might. Are you on PC?
Yes, but the game is on PlayStation 5. The game is, but
Okay.
you know, with that overlay of ours, Aqua, this is rough on my PC.
Hey, I know. I bet. I thought for sure that you had 2 of it. Out of the sky! But they're making every right decision here. Full screen. This is what zoning looks like here. Has not allowed Val to get within a normal range so far, and then when he felt frisky, up into the mix for the victory. That was a great round.
And Aqua, I gotta say, this is the highest placement ROETHOR has ever gotten in the arena so far.
No way.
Yes, it is.
That has to be a lie. Are you kidding me?
It really is.
This is ROETHOR's highest. Congratulations, ROETHOR, but... knowing a player of his caliber, that would have had a couple of great runs. Or sorry, bigger runs in some of these. Portal's out. And you see that Val has to kind of get wild with some of the decision-making once they hit the screen. Like a full-screen jump at QUANCHI, which is not, on paper, the best thing to do, as Stand 3 is going to be active, so many other things. Now Purple Skull, it absorbed it.
Floaties, that up block from ROETHOR was disgusting. Once again saying this is a no-fly zone, my friend. ROETHOR right now with so much momentum in the back.
Did he miss an up block and then up block again?
That's what. Let's take a look at the replay, Aqua.
Yeah, look at this
There
one.
he is. There's the first one.
Just like F it. 1, 2.
That is beautiful. And I see another donation here towards the prize pool from Far in the chat, who already supported us yesterday as well while I was live with Destroyer. Far, thank you so much for the support, my friend. We hope that you guys out there at home enjoy the show so far. In my opinion, we are watching some peak MK1 gameplay right now, Aqua.
Yes, we are. And I love that we're seeing some untraditionalness in characters and cameo.
Wait, is that a word?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, I'm learning on the fly here, as always.
What'd I say?
Untraditionalness?
Untraditionalness, yes.
I'll survive you.
Man, I gotta level up my English chat.
Is extremely unlikely.
You know what? Season 7 of the arena is gonna be German only.
I mean, honestly, the unfathomability of this even happening, Rip, is crazy. I make words up like crazy.
And I can't even tell if he's kidding. That's disgusting, Aqua.
Rip's over here like, damn it, that might be actually English. I don't know. ROETHOR making it rain right now. And the switch from Val could be key and crucial here. A little bit of screw your zoning coming into play here with the Sub-Zero ice armor.
And we got that Monk Lizzie.
Val went back to the site of grace, changed his build to a Frost build, and he's going to reapply it here to boss ROETHOR.
Winner of this gonna meet KITANAKAHN in Losers Finals. Might be a rematch from our very first match on stream today. ROETHOR, oh, the mix was dirty. Sending this guy. And that hitbox is so crazy because most of the time you think that you can jump over it.
It's just a massive vortex of the slowest active frames imaginable. Great usage of it and absorbs projectiles, like you said. Winning some quick mix. Val gets something that's going to make QUANCHI think an awful lot in the zoning, but stand 4 going to be still problematic for to deal with. Because while Ice Armor's active, players have a tendency not to block.
I thought Mortal Kombat 1 players never block Aqua. Oh,
I'm trying to counter that, and I can't. I would say that we all paid $60 not to block, but we all paid $180 not to block at this rate.
That is true. Yeah, I can't deny that. Hard knockdown.
We're gonna press the buttons, dang it. And these players have pressed every button, I think that's in the game so far.
100%, yeah. We're watching some high-octane matchups so far. Very rushdown heavy. But once ROETHOR saying you're under arrest over there.
Ooh. Sent the EXified projectile right there.
Oh, that is good. Hard knockdown. What for breakfast? I thought we were going to see another floaty here from Val, you know?
Oh, what?
A floaty, you know? The little wiggle here in the air. The little float.
I'm going to petition to rename Shimmy to Wiggle, thank you. He got wiggled!
Oh, this is so close. This is so close, and I can barely breathe. I'm on the edge of my seat. Who is going to find that opening? That is good on reaction, Val.
No! Not enough speed. It returns the favor with another reaction. Fatal blow of his own. ROETHOR gonna seal the deal and take it number 2 because of it. ROETHOR in these final moments have had some insanely crazy things go his way.
ROETHOR is literally on a run right now. But while he was so sure, Aqua, that this is gonna be a punish, but then ROETHOR said, no, my friend, thank you very much. Here is my fatal.
Summoned the Nether Kraken. Give himself a 2-0 lead here in what would continue to be his best run in Rip's arena history. It'd be a top 3 performance with a victory here, correct?
That's right, yes. I think ROETHOR's highest placement so far was top 8 before that in our season finale.
From whence you came, sorcerer.
I'll never return to the mines.
Looking very, very decent, and now Val feeling the pressure needs the reversal 3-0. But we saw what Val did in round number 1 versus KITANAKAHN.
Oh, some boldness to get this one started. From all of them, the butts and the aggression from both these players just to get this 3rd game started has blown my mind. The wake-up buttons, the aggression and buttons in neutral right up in someone's face. Back out the shimmy to a grab. Oh, block's gonna get extra damaged here. Val is letting the kitchen sink rock right now in single mix. Someone in chat says, how is the money getting split? Rip keeps 50, I take 25 tonight, and then they get the rest.
I was about to say the same thing. I thought we keep 100, Aqua. And just go on a vacation right after this. I'm gonna cut that out for YouTube. No one is gonna know.
Yeah, edit. Ooh, nice dagger. That was just raw conditioning the entire set of low overhead coming at that stage in the string. Had the right reason, but wasn't ready.
Mortal active once again.
After the first couple of it.
Val, you can never counter. But a block! Val was so ready for that mix-up.
Ooh. And Val showing another way that he's keeping Scream safe with a cameo. Well, use of the Sub-Zero though. No! The hair would have been the perfect punish too to get rid of the armor. Unbelievable. One input error could cost Val everything here, Rip. Gonna blows in play.
Tried it. I respect it.
Same, because on the back of your mind, while someone has Sub-Zero armor up, is they're thinking about making a read on something, on a projectile that involves moving and not blocking. Stand for the perfect and best tool almost in the game for it. And ROETHOR, what's got him here, Rip, has been him making big bets. So
that is right.
I don't think this is a bad decision whatsoever.
And for everyone who just tuned in, let me show you guys the current bracket, because we are already very, very close to our grand final Here it is. Right now we're watching Val versus ROETHOR. After this Losers Finals, KITANAKAHN versus the winner of this. And you can see it. The Titan, KANIMANI, waiting there. Winner side, Grand Finals.
KANIMANI actually is a Titan battle of Rips Arena. That's pretty lore right there. Who will be the opponent? Time will tell. Great reaction there by Val. What is happening? The overneaths. ROETHOR just wants to get a down 4 out. Play the game, all Val now. He's gonna be off this knockdown. It is sub, so we're not gonna see some kind of nastiness. But from a distance, gonna have some great frames on that. That's such a cool setup.
Was able to say the same thing. That little scream setup from Val. Love to see it. I've never seen that before.
I'm taking notes. I'm sure everyone else is in chat. Get your handy dandy notebooks out when you're watching these tournaments.
But Aqua, this match is far away from over. Val creeping back into this.
Fight.
Gorgeous anti-air from ROETHOR. Strike throw. Here comes Janet.
Here comes armor.
And here comes armor again.
For both. Back into the blender you go, and it's 50-50 city population. Val. And there goes again. Sniped out of the sky from the sky drop.
That portal is still active. Look at this pressure from ROETHOR. Match point.
That portal being there made it so important. It took away the wake up to get some breathing room. The ROETHOR kind of mixed for free. Nasty spot to be in. Great call out by SINDEL to snipe the Janet, but all over it was ROETHOR, and that's not going to be a punish, so noted in the future. He's going to absorb the multi-hits of the normal. Not going to matter here. This is the bone cage. Super important. Well, that armor wasn't active on corner there. That hit of the drop normal got him some distance screen. Another counterplay to the call out of the cameo. Insane.
ROETHOR goes grab Val back against the wall, and ROETHOR is feeling it. Aqua. Aqua!
One more. Overhead, but no commitment to the
got it!
Uh-oh. Here comes the mix.
Cash out.
Standing, it's full damage, baby. Full damage and a shot at the title. This is a 900 HP character. He wants ROETHOR to feel the pressure on this wake up rip.
Full screen, but portal is up, and now ROETHOR in a decent position. Armor through it, and there it is. ROETHOR takes it. T-Bags.
Oh, Val tried to get away in time, but didn't avoid some of them. ROETHOR. Highest placement ever in Rips Arena. Congratulations. That is a top 3 performance. Looking at the instant replay of this one back.
The unnecessary T-Bags.
He got him in.
As always. But no, Destroyer in the chat is saying my points. Destroyer had his points on Val in this one. Oh, wait. Who did Destroyer vote for? Or did he say, give me my points? Because I know that Destroyer is a big ROETHOR fan as well.
You know, us commentators, you know, we have an eye for special stuff, I feel like. And ROETHOR, we all see ROETHOR's play, and we all can appreciate it. And I get it, Destroyer. I, too, am a big fan of ROETHOR. The little savage.
But Aqua, ROETHOR has to fight another SINDEL now in Losers Finals. And KITANAKAHN is so ready. KITANAKAHN joined this lobby within 1 second, my friend.
No Sub-Zero armor to worry about, so the zoning going to be a little more prevalent. But man, is there some extra offense on this team compared to the last one if SINDEL gets the hit. I'm expecting some explosiveness in this one, Rip. It's Losers Finals.
and KANIMANI is waiting this. KANIMANI is taking notes right now, Aqua, you know? Seeing those two players, even though if he looks at his paper, it just says, you know, KENSHI.
Oh, he's riding some momentum right there. Cowabunga, dude, into the low. And he did it at a time where she was out of the range, so that's ROETHOR making the conscious decision that his opponent's going to move forward into that spot. Beautiful. ROETHOR not wasting any time to get a portal out. You let him breathe. He wants you to enter Portal City. And that sequence of projectiles so good at stopping opponents moving forward.
And ROETHOR is kinda cooking right now, Aqua.
Kinda. He's putting him over an open fire right now, Rip. Oh my, that's 140. Close. Wood chip. Sky drop, no meter means one single special will be it. And yeah. Yeah, we just witnessed a live barbecue.
ROETHOR needs 2 more. Already secured the highest placement he's ever gotten. But of course he wants more.
Who put ROETHOR in losers? KANIMANI.
Of course.
ROETHOR's got one thing on his mind, Rip. Hey.
He wants that rematch.
QUANCHI, SINDEL, Janet, Cage, Kung Lao, the Tea House.
Go back from whence you came, sorcerer.
I'll never return to the mines. Round
And
one.
Daddy Detta in the chat, thank you so much for the Prime love. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all the subscriptions, the gifted subs, and for just spending time with us. ROETHOR on his way to Grand Finals, question mark.
It's been a ride of momentum thus far. KITANAKAHN, if he gets a successful hit here, and here we go. KITANAKAHN is completely returning to sender right now, Rip. Accepted ROETHOR's near flawless in the last match. Put it back in the mail and said, here, right back at you.
Good interrupt. More pressure, so close to chip out now. I'm not sure how ROETHOR is supposed to bring this back.
He wanted to at least get a reversal position with that back grab attempt. Denied by KITANAKAHN. That's up. The other version of Ninja Mine, but KITANAKAHN's been all over it. The Sindel's unique property to be able to hit cameos off the screen, put them in extra cooldown as well. Like I'm out of here. You know who doesn't go into cooldown? QUANCHI.
Good throw. But ROETHOR has the life lead to play with. Portal is up. Armor. Didn't work out.
Not gonna save him.
KITANAKAHN knew exactly how to deal with that.
Flag on the plate. Unnecessary knowledge. Into unnecessary damage. Hello. 59. ROETHOR looking for a big read. Skydrop not going to be able to kill. And, yep, was about the only threat that he had full screen right there. Besides the straight projectiles, not enough to get a kill. He needed a combo, a gap closer, and he bet on it. 1-1. Momentum from game 1 completely erased here in game number 2.
That means this is going to turn into a Combat League set, so to say. First 2-2. And then we're going to find out who is going to meet KANIMANI in Grand Finals. The most
It's about time we go back, Rip. It's time. First of two's coming back. This is it. This is where you throw everything at your opponent. No holding back.
And once again, we appreciate you guys so much for spending time with us, for being here, for supporting the prize pool for the players as well. Thank you very much.
I'll never never return to the mines.
Round 1, fight.
Great start here from ROETHOR. He's had some nice reactionary stand force and full screen. But damn, if KITANAKAHN's not making the most of the gap closer here with this one. ROETHOR so smartly doing a forward grab right there too. That's positioning right here, but boy is he setting up some big damage. Great flawless blocks from KITANAKAHN. That's avoiding an awful lot of chip right there. Those will shred your bar on block.
Low bustle, that means pressure. Oh, the armor saved him there. I'm pretty sure KITANAKAHN. What? Aqua, that is ridiculous.
ROETHOR. Ladies and gentlemen.
Understudy.
Round 2, fight.
Everyone's saying he might be him today. You guys just might be right.
KITANAKAHN under arrest. Portal. And of course, ROETHOR, yes, just pushing KITANAKAHN into the portal and then knowing that the armor is going to save him.
Gorgeous flawless blocks again, back to backs. 3. Can we get 4? Nope. Almost though. We're gonna play
That
the
was
game on that
max range from ROETHOR.
one. Ooh. Gorgeous float. Keeps Kitana alive. Let's stay around the portal. Backstand 4. Gracing the back of the queen ever so slightly, but whipping gives KITANAKAHN a chance. And I think this is death.
That was such a good block on the low from KITANAKAHN, I gotta say that. $900 HP. You see how ROETHOR's health bar is melting away, but he's still breathing. Oh, that is good.
Blocks of his own.
Standing full drop. ROETHOR, what's for breakfast? KITANAKAHN wakes up with violence, and ROETHOR try to go for a meaty. Big mistake.
Final round. Fight.
Unbelievable. The fact that the cameo Janet even saved him in the first place to put him in that position. Clutch out. This is unbelievable. Final round here. This is just getting number 3. Someone hold me. There you see the proper technique that KITANAKAHN's kind of using to deal with those purple projectiles. I'm right there. Is that he's letting go of block, holding down, waiting that last possible moment to press block against. So purple wants to flawless block. And what the heck is happening here? A sequence of sequences. One hit.
KITANAKAHN brings it back right now as we're speaking here.
Oh.
SINDEL wins.
That was explosive. The air wiggle into the ground jiggle. Never seen it.
2-1. ROETHOR with his back against the wall.
That damage of SINDEL is when she's got extra bars of meter at the end, where she can get a couple of those, you know, EX air shots in and stay grounded. It feels like in a shooter when you walk into a room and someone's camping it with a shotgun and you just take it to the face. You know what I mean?
I definitely know what you mean, yes.
Fight.
Is it going to be another Game 5? Aqua, we've seen quite a few Game 5s tonight.
We get another one. If the Sages have predicted anything, Rip, it's all Game 5s.
Speaking of predictions, let me take a look what the community thinks on this one. I think we haven't even spoken about it. Okay, we see absolutely nothing, Aqua. Best production is back.
There we
64%
go.
on ROETHOR.
Wow. Big belief in the kid. I like it. 36 going the other way. QUANCHI saying, I don't even know what was happening because I armored through it.
Round 2. Fight.
Yes, this is the top 3 match. The loser will end the arena season at 3rd. And do you know how much of the percentage of the prize pool 3rd gets off the top of your head, Rip?
I think 30% first. I think that's the number.
Big. Wow. Yushin to absorb a normal, but look who was all over because KITANAKAHN with the forward movement. That was a sick forward dash.
That is a big damage combo right there. ROETHOR actually dodging the ender of the combo here.
I'm kind of mad that the Skydrop completely avoided the float of SINDEL on the way down. Oh, the greatest tracking on that thing. And the keep away portal. That's my favorite.
No hit confirm. KITANAKAHN had the big opportunity there. And ROETHOR looking for that standing 4. Can't get it. KITANAKAHN match point.
Fight.
Could it be game 5 denied? KITANAKAHN wanting their own run back with Connie. It was an absolute evisceration in Winners Finals. And he wants to prove you do better. Maybe take this entire thing. If ROETHOR is going to keep the Cinderella story going, it has to continue here.
Standing for connects. And now once again, armor is a problem for KITANAKAHN. Great tech. For KITANAKAHN on life support, but wait a minute.
The decision to move forward. And the advancing normal, multi-hitting as well to keep it safe. And wait a second.
I
not gonna be their time. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is gonna be so close.
I think it is. I'm gonna make a big guess. Only needs about 450 to kill here. 900 HP. It's getting close.
He's still breathing. He is still alive.
He's alive.
ROETHOR. There's the commitment, and KITANAKAHN was waiting for it. Welcome to Grand Finals, and unfortunately, ROETHOR's journey here in Season 6 has come to an end, but I gotta say, what a run that was, ROETHOR. Congratulations, and that was super, super fun to watch.
Incredible. ROETHOR, what a run this season. 3rd place to your name. You made every Quan. Very proud, my friend. Excellent performance. That was just some sick, nasty MK.
And every single one out there in the crowd. I see more than 1,000 people live with us here on Twitch. I hope you guys know what time it is. The next match we're gonna watch together is gonna be our Season 6 Grand Final match for a big, big chunk of that prize pool.
Season here of Rips. KANIMANI looking to repeat as champion of Rip's Arena. Did he win season number 5, Rip?
I don't think so, but he was at Final Combat, Aqua. That's the reason.
I'm pretty sure we commentated that, and yeah, I got no clue.
But KANIMANI, I think overall, honestly, I think he was close. He won close to 20 arena championships. But now the players are here, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for Grand Finals.
KENSHI, striker.
Rinsler won season 5. Let's go. Shouts to Rinsler. It's Grand Finals, guys. Time of season 6.
Greatest.
Top 2 players on the season.
Man, I'm so nervous. Let's see who's gonna take it, and let's see if KITANAKAHN can find an answer to that KENSHI.
What a grab through that first striker grenade. Gonna be ever so crucial. That Winners Finals match, it was very, very one-sided, so gonna be crucial. Surviving that Sento early on. I'd like to see him take some chunks out of KENSHI before being put in the situation, but oh no, here we are again. And it is relentless. And it's a word I rarely use, but Connie has been relentless with how he's forcing Sento upon you. How early he's using the EX to summon him again. To guarantee more pressure, to guarantee more Sento time, even if you interrupt. Will all be for naught. Will be screamed away.
Do we spend it? Not yet. Goes for another little setup. Wants to keep that pressure going.
Give him some time. What a decision, as Spirit Push does a chunky amount of damage through the armor.
Aqua, do you want to see the chat prediction on this one?
I guess 90. Wow. 95%.
1.4 million points on KANIMANI.
You're going to have a stock market crash if KITANAKAHN's able to pull this one off. No. Connie. Too early, as he almost gets a full screen combo confirmation off of the Sento as well, giving KITANAKAHN one chance. And he can do this, as Connie still flawless blocks between the normal. And Galaxy Brain takes his move right there, takes his turn right there with a plus move with a guaranteed more chip afterwards. This is some big brain Mortal Kombat from KANIMANI. He wants this season, and he wants it to be over now. He wants the championship in his hand. He said, "Rip, pay me my money."
That is true. And for everyone watching this on YouTube, I know there are a lot of casuals over there. Aqua, do you want to explain them why there's a W and an L over there in the scoreboard?
Yeah, one's a winner and a loser, Rip. Right?
I hate you so much. You're going to regret that on Saturday, my friend. I promise.
I know I am. I already know. That's fine.
Because at this point, my community knows that I'm not a professional, but your community doesn't know that you not have me on the mic yet.
I can't wait. But ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what that means, every tournament that is double elimination, players have 2 lives, and coming into a grand finals, someone's coming in from the winner's side that hasn't lost yet, which means that they still have 2 lives, and that's what that W means. So KANIMANI is coming in through the winners, still has a life to his name. KITANAKAHN coming through the losers only has 1 life to his name. Now KITANAKAHN can still send KANIMANI technically to the losers bracket with a 3-0 victory, thus taking away a life of KANIMANI's, and that's how that works.
And once again, we see KITANAKAHN fighting for his life. Breaker is ready. Another thing about KANIMANI, only takes risks when he has that safety net of break available. Look at that movement.
He's strikerless. Now's the time. Trying to use everything in the KENSHI arsenal too. Even the Spirit Push. Try to max distance it. Gets one off guard with the speed. And misses some big damage. Oh, you know it's enough. Came off the bar to guarantee it, and it's not even going to need the fatal blow.
And that was so smart. I love the way KITANAKAHN played that. Saving the fatal blow here for the potential next round.
Fight.
Scary spot in the end where KANIMANI possibly could have woken up with an up block, stolen a turn, or gotten a punish. Getting big in the that hadn't activated in time yet. I'm questioning my own thought process there as the Lao Hat interrupted KENSHI on the way in. KANIMANI getting away with him. Connie's erasing any glimpse of hope from KITANAKAHN in this round. If one more mix, there it is. And you have to walk in the next round, surely with your head held high, and you got to mentally say, it's okay, I've got 3 bars of meter now. Looking rough here, Rip.
Looking super rough, Aqua.
Connie's knocking on the door. The championship of another dominating run. He's working on a double 3-0 right now. KITANAKAHN's working on a great dwindling of the health bar now.
KANIMANI with I mean, the spacing is literally immaculate. The way he's moving across the screen.
The way he's challenged with a couple of forward dashes. Those striker grenades have really saved him from, I think, the Sento sandwich. And here we go. Almost on command, taking away the gaps as well. Threw that one early, tried to bait out something, not falling for it. KITANAKAHN reacting late.
Oh, the
Sento left it.
double
Oh,
low.
no. Broke perfectly on the single hit. That was probably going to reload Sento, though, and now full sleep he goes. So smart. KITANAKAHN with a masterful avoidance there.
Flawless block, KANIMANI. Striker, more pressure. Good interrupt from KITANAKAHN. Great awareness. Sento on cooldown.
Sento. Sento's coming from the back. But he actually got the hit. If that was blocked, it would have been over right there. 6 seconds. And he still got us straight. Sento.
KITANAKAHN not ready.
I hope you guys are getting ready for your first look at Ghostface in Mortal Kombat 1. The killer was behind you the whole time.
KANIMANI showing us once again why he is up there alongside the best Mortal Kombat players in the entire world. Man.
So many of those have happened tonight and today. That from behind Sento, is it Sento 4?
I just don't understand how he does it every single time. So consistent as well.
KENSHI, SINDEL, Striker, Kung Lao, Sundo.
My reign almost ended in Shang Tsung's vivisection.
Tournament
chamber.
point. Season point.
Prevented that.
Round 1, fight.
He wants to take this entire thing. A 6-0 statement in the end against his opponent. It's one game away. Look at the micro of movements right now, just dancing with the incredible mobility that KENSHI possesses. That's something that we haven't talked about.
I think even KANIMANI was caught off guard there. He's like, what the hell is that? What is that move?
Who just does that? That, when you're fighting someone that knows every single thing in the game, Rip, sometimes you have to do the most unexpected thing imaginable in order to catch them off guard. Connie proverbially setting up tournament point number 1.
And he converted off that as well. Aqua, this is just disgusting at this point.
I can see your fear.
Round 2.
Sento, a sentient AI himself, getting the conversion. Put this man on tournament point. Season point. 30% point, Rip. He set up part 1. Here we go. It's a pop.
Those frames.
Sometimes that down 4 going to continue the sequence, and it's into an immediate another summon just in case he gets hit. It's only a quarter of it gone, and here comes the sandwiching, the swords. Overhead works, and I think that's it, Rip. I think that we have a season champion.
He did it again, and we see another rage quit. KANIMANI secured another championship. Aqua, this is unbelievable at this point. Who can stop this kid?
Today, it was no one.
Literally the most consistent player we have here in the arena, the most successful one. He did it again, ladies and gentlemen. KANIMANI, congratulations, even though I gotta say, KITANAKAHN, outstanding run at the same time. Super close here, but at the end of the day, that KENSHI looked close to unstoppable today, Aqua.
It did. That was the definition of oppressive, I think, in Mortal Kombat. Just played to perfection.
Yes.
Kept the sequence and the chain going with Sento the entire night. But you can't even deny that outside of that, there's still the stupid level of play that he himself has with any character that's going to be in his possession. He made Final Combat with Baraka.
I mean, just an insane player. Once again, we can take a look at this final bracket here together. KANIMANI taking it. Aqua and I, we want to say thank you to literally every single one out there in the crowd, especially to everyone watching this later on YouTube as well. Thank you guys so much for supporting this project, for supporting the players, and of course for supporting the competitive MK1 scene. We're gonna be back very, very soon. Aqua, thank you so much for your time, but I think it's time for us to take a little break here after those sets. So we're gonna send you over to another great content creator. Chat, thank you so much. But for now, we're out. Bye bye, chat.